Hi and welcome to Violet Connie Art. Today is prompt bait for Inktober 2019 and it's day 3. So I sketched this out in my sketchbook for the word bait, and then I traced it onto some tracing paper and transferred it onto the card. And then I started inking with my dip pen. So for bait I chose a box with a stick and a rope and trying to catch a few birds, and the birds are little Willy Wagtails. They're my favourite bird. They have been since I was a kid. I just love those birds. I like their little tails that wag, and I also like that they're so small and cute. And I don't know if anybody else has seen the movie Dot and the Kangaroo, but there was a little Willy Wagtail in that, and I used to watch that movie over and over when I was little, and I fell in love with the little Willy Wagtail. The reason that I chose to do the box and the stick, the box trap, for this prompt was that when I was younger, I actually tried to do this quite a few times. We lived on a property occasionally and used to get up to some mischief with some other children, and we'd just lie still with the box all set up and put some seeds down and just wait and wait and wait. And I never caught anything, but it was fun, the anticipation and pulling the rope, and I don't know, small things amuse small minds, but I used to love doing that kind of thing when I was a kid, even though we were always unsuccessful. So I thought that that would be a really fun way to interpret this prompt. So some other things that I thought of for this prompt were actually the worm on the hook, which would probably be one of the most common ones, I'm guessing. So going fishing and doing that kind of bait fishing. And another one that I thought of was also when I was a kid, I used to do yabbying, so where you would tie a piece of meat, usually a piece of beef, onto the end of some fishing line and then swing it around and around and around and throw it out into the dams near where we lived. And then you would sit very quietly by the edge of the dam and slowly, ever so slowly pull the string in, and a yabby would come and follow it, and you could pick it up once it got to the shore, and that was so much fun to do. So yeah, those are the ideas that I came up with. That's probably about it. Again, this was another prompt that it was tricky to think of lots of things, but I like that this was a more concrete idea than the previous one, Mindless, because that was so hard. The colour I chose to accent today was sepia, and it's a sepia watercolour by Winsor and Newton, and I really like this colour. I'm not really sure if it goes well with this piece, and again I'm working on my values and trying to get them all in there and decide what's going to be light, what's going to be dark. In the end I do like it, and I like the little Willy Wagtails, even though they're a little bit wonky, but that just adds to the character of the piece, I think. So yeah, that's pretty much about it for today's prompt. A really quick one. I think this one only took me about 40 minutes from sketching to completion. I think because it was a nice, basic, easy one. And of course, before I finish up, I also use a bit of white gel pen and just do some highlights on the ground, and then also in the seed bowl, just to add that, and some little white flecks above the bird's eyes, and that's all. If you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.